I've missed talking to you for about a week. I've been too busy with the play, and now all the scenery is made. So make sure you tell your moms to bring you, and you get to watch Cammie and all the costumes that Mrs. Weech made and the scenery. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. But anyway, today what we're gonna do is we're going to make this dog. And this dog, here he is. It's a cute little puppy dog, but watch what he does. Makes his tongue stick out. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You're going to receive from Mrs. Weech one of these like this, and one of these like this, and a piece of pink right here for a tongue. Okay? Now, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take this one, the one that's painted, printed real darkly, and you're gonna color it. And I guess I'm gonna make this dog have spots. So I'm just gonna do this now. Remember, I'm not gonna do the whole thing here, because I'm gonna make a brown spot here. Remember, if I go out of these lines, does it matter over here? It only matters inside. Okay, so now put a spot on his ear. Now over here, if I put a spot, it doesn't matter if I go out of the lines there. But here, I don't want to go out of the lines because it wouldn't look right, okay? I'm gonna put some freckles on this dog's nose, right here, on his mouth, I mean. I think I'm gonna make this dog have a brown nose. Do you understand that? And because most dogs, there's only a certain kind of dog that has blue eyes, but they can have black eyes or they can have brown eyes. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? And this one, because it's my dog and I get to make him whatever I want, I'm gonna make his eyes brown, okay? And if I leave a little part in the middle like this, you're gonna find out that it kind of makes it like, I don't know, it's like the light's hitting his eyes, and it'll be, so I just leave a little bit out like this, see? Now, but this, I'm not doing my best coloring here. But you see how when I did the nose, I stayed in the lines? I'm gonna make my dog some curly hair up here. Some curly brown hair right there. Does it matter if I go out of the lines up here? No, it doesn't matter. But up here, down here, and even here. Okay, so now I'm not gonna color the whole thing. I just wanted you to see how to do it. And then, number two, second thing, is then we're gonna cut them out. Once again, it's the same old story. Point your scissors right straight up, right? Don't change them. Follow the line. And what am I doing? I'm moving the paper, aren't I? So I get the paper all moved, okay, all the way around. Now I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna get this cut out so you don't have to watch me cut, but I'm gonna go around the curly hair on top. Okay, and go all around here. Something got in my eye. I think a little gnat flew in my eye, tiny little gnat. So now I can't see, but I'm only working with one eye because I have something in my other eye. I don't know what it is. It's crawling around. I have to keep my mouth shut so it will come in my mouth. Anyway, I'm gonna go right around here like this, all the way around. I'm trying to do my very best with one eye, but that's okay. You get the idea. You will never cut sloppy because you try to do good work all the time. Because you know what? If Mrs. Weech tells me you slop things up, well, then I'm going to quit doing this. And my days of doing this are going to be over. Maybe I'll find some other teacher whose kids won't slop things up. And they won't make choppy cuts. Do you see? I don't have any choppy cuts, do I? And I'm only doing it with one eye closed, open. Okay, do you see? watch me move the dog. See me move? Are my scissors going over here or over there? No, I'm moving the dog. Okay, now I've got the dog cut out. Now, we're gonna turn off the tape for a second. All right, are you ready? Now, I've got the thing out of my eye. It was a giant spider, that big around. No, not really, just kidding. Okay, so here's the dog right here. Now, this is your other part that Mrs. Weech is gonna give you. Now, the first thing you have to do with this is cut it out. So once again, you're gonna cut it out with your very best cutting, and I'll tell you why, because you're gonna have one on the front and one on the back. You see this? Well, if you don't do a good job of cutting them out, it's gonna look disgusting. So you gotta cut them out. You gotta cut them out very well. So now I'm gonna quickly cut this one out, and I'm hurrying because I don't want to spend all your time watching me. Now watch. When I cut this out, this is important. This is so important. You're not gonna cut around up here on the straw. You're gonna cut it off like that. See that? That's what you're gonna do. And you're gonna cut all the way around. Okay, and then once we get this guy cut out, we are going to put a straw down these dotted lines right here. We're gonna tape it on. We're gonna tape the tongue on. And we are going to then put them together. But right now, our main thing is to get this guy cut out right here. So as soon as I get it cut out, we're going to, I'm pretty slow, huh? But I don't want chop marks. I hate chop marks. I hate cut, chop, cut, chop, cut, chop. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Cut, chop. It's disgusting. Cut, chop. That's what kindergartners do, but you're so far past that. Now, I bet you cut, chopped when you were in kindergarten. This is cut, chop. Watch. Now watch. This is cut, chop. Cut. Whoops. Cut. 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 See all those chop marks? That's being sloppy and cutting it out as fast as you can. Where you want to just make smooth cuts. Okay? No chop marks on the dog. All right. Now we've got it cut out. The next thing we have to do is, this is fun. This is what you're going to learn something here. This is a good way to curl if you're going to make something that's a girl or something you want to be curly. You're going to take this paper and you lay it right out on your desk like that. And put your finger right on the edge of the desk and pull down. You don't have to pull too tight. And do it. Sometimes it takes 2 times. Get your finger on there straight. And see how it curls right up? Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Now, the next thing you're gonna do is put some glue on this little square right here. And glue the tongue so it's curling up toward you. So you gotta glue it so it's curling up towards you, towards the top of the dog's head. There's the dog's head. Whoop! See, it goes up to the dog's head. Got that? Then, once you have that made, now you can put your straw on. And the straw needs to stick up out of the top just a little bit. And then you're gonna tape it on. You can, if it'll make it easy for you, you can run your glue stick along this straw right there and then put your straw on, but make sure it sticks out a little bit at the top. See that? Then you can tape it on. So you want to tape it on so it doesn't disappear on you. But putting that glue on there first really helps a lot. That's totally up to you, but I found it to be very helpful. Tape, especially when we have so much trouble with these stupid tape things that are so hard to rip off. And yet we bought what we thought was good tape here, but the tape may be good, but this thing that puts it on. Okay, now there you can see what you have. See that? Now we've got it all fixed. You might blow on it once and see if it blows it. It does. Okay, so now I'm gonna put glue on and glue my front on. So here I go. I'm putting glue all the way around it, all the way down here. But right here at the end of the nose, that's where you stop. You don't want to glue it together. You don't want to glue that. You got to be real careful that you don't glue this thing to it so it can't open up. So now all the way around like this. See? Now, but I don't glue. Make sure you don't glue just the edges of his nose. And if I were you, I'd start gluing the nose first. Get it down there and put it on like that. See me put it on? Goes right over the straw. And we don't want to, okay, now that should, you got to leave it open right there. If you glue that shut, then the air won't come out the straw and make the dog's tongue come out. You've got to make sure that you leave it open right here. Enough you could even put your little finger in there. Now I'm going to push the rest of it down real quick. Okay. Seems to be glued. Now let's see if it works. Okay, here we go. Okay. There you have it. One-eyed dog with freckles. You know, on this right here, if I'd have run my finger over there and curled it a little more, it probably would have curled up tight, like this one. This one is curled up a little tighter. Okay, that's it. Now I'm working on something that's going to be really fun for my next one. It's a thing that climbs up a string. You get all finished with it and it climbs up a string. And I just got through getting them ready for you. So as soon as Mrs. Weech is ready to give them to you. But in the meantime, guys, have fun with these dogs. You can go around sticking, you know, if you went around school and sticking your tongue out at everybody that you didn't like, you go, like that. If you did that, you'd get in a lot of trouble. But this, you won't get in any trouble. But that would only be joking with the kids, huh? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't think that you're doing your job of talking to Mr. Owen about me coming in there. Or he would be calling me up and say, come on down. But he doesn't. So you're not doing your job. So you're forced to watch. Goodbye.